welcome back to the vlog. This is number, I think, 37. So, yesterday I went and got added to my tattoo. So, today I have a like super mini haul for you, like 3 things. Nothing large. But I'm doing sets of nails for prom nails. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there too. If you're getting prom nails from me and if they need to be shipped, you need to get those orders in right now. So you need to, it's in my description box. If you go to my store and you can order for local pickup or you can order to be shipped. If you need them to be shipped, please get your order in super soon so I can get those ready. It's not the amount of time that it really takes me to make them, it's the amount of time that it takes to ship. So get those orders in right now. So what I got was just my lint-free wipes. I feel like it was one of those things where I went into the supply store and I was like, I don't really need anything. So what do you get when you don't need anything? You get wipes and you get cuticle oil. So I got the retail size of the C&D and I got the solar oil. I keep seeing these. I've never used them, but I've seen so many good things about them. So I got the solar oil nail and cuticle care pen. So these are super cool. I'm really excited to hear the feedback on those. So there's a few of those available. And I got a couple of lacquer polishes. So I got Barely There and I got Mystic Midnight. So Mystic Midnight is a bluish purple. I wanted it to be more on the side of navy, but that's what happens when you're in a hurry and you don't look properly. And then Barely There is exactly how it sounds. It's a nude neutral. So it's really, I think, comparable to Ugly Duckling 148. So if any of you guys are like, you know, comparing. And in my collection, a good comparison color for Mystic Night in Lacket, oh, sorry, is the Artistic Color Gloss Babe with a Blade. They're very similar. So, just in case you have either of those and you're thinking about it, the Lackets, these are only like my 4th. I have the black and the white, and I've used so much of those because I use them for drying and I use them for lines. So I don't know if I'll actually use these for polish or if I'll use them for drying, but regardless, I have them. So that's my itty bitty haul. I'm making press-ons today. So it's early, I got here early. I keep still looking for my clock that fell off the wall. It's not there, I have a new one. Anyhow, we'll talk later. Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. Okay, so a little change up of what I would normally do in a vlog. I haven't done any tutorials, any acrylic tutorials for a really long time. Just with being home and stuff, I just didn't do any. So here I am, and I have got my Rediguana hand all set up. I have the holder that I purchased from them. So it's hooked to my desk and holds the hand. And I find without a little prop, the hand flops down quite hard. But when I use the box, which is where I still keep my tips and everything that I use for the hand, all the accessories. So I just prop it up on that box. That's a great little way. So I'm going to put the Glitterbels extra long clear stilettos on there. And I kind of have in my head how I want them to look when they're done. So if that's something that interests you for a few minutes, so okay, now that the tips are on, I'm not going to shorten them any. I want to leave this length. I'd really like to see this length today. So I'm gonna tip up the hand a little bit, tip up the nails. Sometimes I even tip it up this way just to make sure I have. There we go. It makes her a little misshapen there for a minute, but We'll situate her back around when we're done. Okay, so I am getting out my Glitterbels number 8, which I love, love, love. Love so much that I actually have another one lined up and ready to rock and roll. It's also a number 8. I like the number 8 the best. When it comes to brushes, I certainly do think that you should try, though, you should try different sizes to see what it is that you like for you. I have my HEMA-free monomer, and I'm going to refill my dish. I love this monomer. It's amazing. So I know that pouring out of these bottles can sometimes be a little bit hectic. So I'm gonna show you my little trick again. So we're taking our bottle of HEMA-free monomer, or whichever monomer you're going to use. I have my brush. I am going to set the edge of my bottle near my brush. I'm going to touch it. And as I pour, the monomer is going to follow the brush right into my dish. So that's my fun little trick for filling your dish. I love using that trick. Believe me, I spilled many, many, many bits of monomer before I came across that. So I have a few jars that look like this. I get them at Michael's in the paint section. So they're essentially made for paint, but they are glass, so they are great for the monomer. And I use my label maker to label the jars as to what's in them. So if it's HEMA-free, or if it's the clear monomer, or if it's the plain violet monomer. So again, I'm using my pink sheer. I'm going to be using my Tinkerbell Cover Shimmer, which is stunning, stunning, stunning color. And I'm going to be using my Glitterbels Pink Crush. Look at that. Adorable, so nice. So I'm going to set these over here. So I'm going to start how I would start if I was doing this on a client. So I've put my tips on, and I'm coming in with a little bit of my sheer, and I'm going to roll over that area where the tip meets the nail to give it a little extra strength. And I'm actually doing this clear up the nail to give the nail just a little hint of color. It's kind of chilly in here, so we're going to be drying pretty slow today. That's okay. Living in New Brunswick, it's really been difficult this year, it seems. I'm sure every year, but it's been difficult this year to regulate the temperature. So I am just dragging it forward. I'm not using this for strength. I'm not using it for full color. I'm simply using it as a little tiny bit of a base, and that's all I want, just like that. A little bit more on the tip. Now if I was doing this on a client, I would of course add the pink sheer or the clear here, so that when I come back in to rebalance these or to fill these, switch out the color, I'm able to file down to there and not hurt the natural nail. So I'm going to continue on and do that same thing to the rest of these nails. So if you have any questions about my own nails, you can actually purchase these. The link is in the description. These are a set of press-ons from my own collection. You can look through them and find these ones, or you can look through the collection that says foil and you'll find them there. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to let that sit for a minute and dry up just a little bit. I'm going to put the cover back on my sheer pink because I'm done with that. If you'd like to know where I purchased my brush holder, I will link it down below. Keep in mind that it may be an affiliate link. So I am going to come in with my pink crush, and I want my pink crush to be ombre'd from about here up. No real area that it has to be in, but that is kind of my goal. I want it from about there up, so let's say just a couple of millimeters away from that tip line. So in case you're wondering, I've added a towel here. There's a fresh tattoo on the other side of my arm, and I just didn't feel right about laying it down on the table. So I do find with the crush colors, I like to use them a little bit wetter, just a little bit, especially if you're ombreing them. So I'm laying it down, I'm pushing it up a little bit, I'm pulling it ahead a little bit, keeping my brush, not letting my brush get too dry because I don't want any of that glitter or any of those flakes to stick in the brush. Sometimes they will if you let things get too dry. Okay, gosh, I love that color. You can see how it pulls just a little bit of some other colors. It pulls a little bit green, it pulls maybe a little bit blue, like an aqua color. It's not quite all green. It's just so nice. I put a little bit more at the base of it here where I need it to be a little bit stronger. And then I'm going to carry on. I'm going to do this on all of the nails. So I'm starting on this last nail, and I wanted to let you know that I do have a couple of more spaces opened up for the Instagram marketing workshop that I'm giving. I'm just going to turn my paper over because it's gotten a lot of glitter in it. So that's just one of the workshops I offer. I have workshops for acrylic and for gel, for nail art, and for social media. So if there's anything you'd like to ask about or talk about, we can do them in person, we can do them virtually. Just let me know. You can DM me. Probably the easiest way to DM me is on my Liquid Chrome Nails Instagram. That's usually the easiest. Okay, so I've got my crush on there. I'm gonna add another piece of paper down, my blue shop towel that I use, and just to be able to get rid of all that glitter. Wipe my brush off. I'm going to put the cover on my crush so that I don't spill it. And I'm going to get out my And I'm going to get my glass slippers because although the core powder does not need to be capped, the crush does need to be capped. So opening my clear. Move that stuff out of the frame a little bit and see if we can keep focus a little easier. So again, having the Rediguana box up here is just so much better, I find, than letting this kind of hang. Totally up to you, but if you're having a bit of frustration with yours kind of hanging, that is something that you can do. Now, I always come back through, especially when I'm using this Rediguana, and I try to make sure that my tips are pushed up in as far as they are supposed to be, because sometimes I just find they wiggle down. And it just makes it so that when I go to take pictures, I have to try to figure out what happened. So it's easier sometimes to do it this way. So I'm coming in with my cover powder. I'm gonna take a nice bead of that. I just love this look when you have a glitter or a crush like this one coming out of an opaque powder. I think it is the prettiest look. Okay, so now that the clear is over, I am going to finish file off camera, simply because it's not always a pretty sight to file with the Rediguana hand on camera. So I will be back for the reveal with the top coat after I'm done filing. Hey guys, so that's gonna wrap up today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed the little tutorial. If you have any ideas or anything you'd like to see me do for tutorials or vlogs down the road, just let me know.